Go ahead and grab those. Alright, like I said, episode's going to be a little bit longer because this is going to include the ending and the final fight. Let's start her up. Ouch.
Damn, that hurt.
What she did is terrible.
It is. But do not let her cruelty unnerve you. We must stop her.
She is huge. Oh my god.
This feeling, for the first time, it feels like my fate is in my own hands. And with these very hands, I will crush you. You're crazy. You have brought forth your own destruction. You're just like Father. You always think you know better. But I am no fool.
Red and a blue crystal. Okay.
I am aware of the consequences of my own actions. My new body won't be able to contain this power for long. But long enough to put an end to everything. Starting with you!
Alright.
She's delirious, but she speaks the truth. She knows she can't channel the power of the relic.
It is too great then, even for a transcendent. But we can't make the same mistake that Armina did. We can't wait for them to wither and die, or it will be our end as well.
Come on. Okay, so we gotta jump up over that.
You should not have come here. My powers.
Yep, there we go.
The crystal is exposed!
It brims with full chaotic energy.
We must hit her with all we got.
I don't know what you can do this for.
We'll learn as we go, as always.
You had this coming. Has anything this powerful ever walked the earth?
That boss did
About to
too.
find out.
Thrilled to see this.
It's our chance, sister. Is Layton watching us? If we fall, there wouldn't be any other witness.
We won't fall. And even if he told our story, no one would believe him.
We will all just disappear. Meaningless and forgotten. Do go toward
One more rotation should be
just
fine.
as he did with ours.
If we get out of this alive, he will have much to answer for.
There we go.
Finally, you're mine. You're too crazed to understand the damage you've done. There's only one way to end this. Take this!
Do I go left or do I go right? Alright, going left.
Meddling. Now taste my power.
Then we're gonna top off.
Pulses with the dark energy of the relic.
Isn't she doing exactly what Dougal wanted?
She will bring forth the Soulstice of Souls.
Then we're running out of time.
I will destroy you if it's the last thing I do. Sister, be careful! She focused all her power in her fist. She still stands. How are you holding up, sister?
It doesn't matter, and you know it. We fight on as always.
One more rotation.
I'll give
There
it
we go.
one quarter. Huh?
It didn't have to go this way.
We'll mourn later, Loot. Now focus.
We spoke as one. Oh no! She's overcharging her crystal. She's going
Oh,
to the
shit.
full power of the relic.
Do I jump? No, I don't jump. Okay. My bad.
What does she mean to do with that gateway?
She's about to hurl it at us.
Don't even worry about doing the damage. Just focus on dodging.
All this time, I have felt wrong and weak. No more.
Oh, I'm stuck in her hands. That's bullshit.
Keep us. It's only going to get worse from here.
Put up the wrong barrier.
What is it you hope to accomplish?
Damn. More enemies. That blasted relic has made her even stronger.
She doesn't even realize what she's capable of.
I'm tempted to top off my health, but
Your power is nothing compared to mine.
I don't want to in case I need to. In case I need it later. Alright. Just focus on dodging.
She still stands. How are you holding up, sister?
It doesn't matter, and you know it. We fight on as always. Lucky, it won't happen again.
She lured them here.
Just what we needed. There's no way we can stop her attack. If she hits us now, we'll be done for.
Come on, I got you all figured out, unless you got a second phase that I don't know about.
I don't know what you can do this for.
Second phase I don't know about. I got 2 heals in my back pocket.
It's chasing us.
I noticed.
Sister, the crystal. It could shatter any minute.
Damn. I hoped that she would deplete the power of the relic.
There we go.
No! We will be annihilated!
Loot, we managed to absorb the crystals of the other chimeras. Even before we transcended ourselves. I know that we can make it, but I'll need your help.
It's crazy, but it could work. It has to. Sister, let our guard down.
Okay, okay. Hang on. Hop off real quick.
You really want things to go back to normal? Humiliation. You want things to stay that way?
We have to win this battle.
There we go.
For all those we lost. For our pain. For Donovan.
I'll give her no quarter. Huh?
Please!
Should be able to do it in the next
Save your
rotation.
breath, Loot. We're past the time for words.
I will not go down with a whimper. She still stands. How are you holding up, sister?
It doesn't matter, and you know it. We fight on as always.
Yep.
Father chose his precious loyalty over action. I will do the same. It's only going to get worse from here.
As if we didn't have our hands full already.
We shall resist, sister. You really want things to go back to normal? Humiliation. You want things to
Should get it this time.
Finally, you're mine.
Is Leighton watching us?
There we go. Boss down. End of the game. Roll the credits.
It's finally happening.
If the crystal explodes, the tear will extend far beyond the harbor. And Dougal will have what he wants.
We have already made our decision. We must absorb the crystal. We'd be dead anyway if we don't. Damn!
You can't stop me! My death will be my victory!
Loot! We can't break her hold! We must shatter the crystal. Now!
Keep us watch over us. Freya! You blasted fool! Yours is just an act. It changes nothing. We're all going to die here and now. One day, you'll understand. world cannot be saved. We cannot be saved. The end is our only way out. You are just setting us free. While you remain trapped in your cage. Father, wait for me.
Judge, forgive me. What happened? My head hurts and spins in equal measure. Briar. Lute. Is it you? It happened again.
Yes. But do not worry for us, Nathan. Not for now, at least. How do you feel? Do you remember?
The last thing I recall was Donovan making his way to the relic. Poor soul. I can't but feel pity for him. And even for his daughter. Anyway, then came a blast, and I blacked out. I suppose that's when you...
Transcended? Yes. Eventually. Once Hannah gave in to the destruction within her, we had no other choice.
Between death and transcendence, a chimera chooses death. Those sounded like wise words. At the time, it looks like I was the fool. But the tear is no more. How did you seal it?
We didn't exactly seal it. We drained the relic of its power.
So that now, that power lies within you.
This form. Our corrupted blood must be helping us contain it. We do not know exactly how, or for how long, or what would happen should we turn back to our previous selves.
The situation is dire, and the danger is great. Yet again, what you did, I can't but thank the Keepers for. No, I have to thank you for it.
So what do you propose? What course of action should we take now?
Hide. Survive. Try to adapt to this new condition of yours. While you draw breath, there is still hope for this world, and for Dougal's plan to be thwarted. The two things are strictly related. As for me, I will send word to Rhyme. I will set up my stage once more. They shall be surprised to see that I still stand. Or simply disappointed.
Won't it be dangerous for you?
They would come for me anyway. I'd rather be their first target, instead of you. I can buy you some time. If things go my way, I may even be able to help you. But I can't make any promises.
At least promise that you'll be careful.
I will.
We'll do the same. Farewell, Ethan.
May the Keepers watch over you, my friends.
Alright. I do know that there are end credits. So we're gonna skip these. We're gonna watch the end credits. Corvo!
Corvo, what are you doing here? I thought I'd never see you again. The torchbearer led you back to me at a most convenient time. I have a very important message for you to deliver. There you go now. To Rhyme.
That's a good bird. What? No! Ah, okay.
How unfortunate. I took it for a corrupted creature, and my instinct got the best of me. After all, who could roam these ruins, if not one that carries their taint? You must have a good reason to be here, alive.
Cordelia? Cordelia the Reaper? I'm sorry, milady, but the chimeras that came before you, they're no more. I'm afraid you're too late.
Or maybe I was right on time. What lies did you write in that letter? Where are they?
Don't be so reckless, my sweet Reaper. Once the torchbearer takes them, the dead can only tell us so much. I will have a friendly conversation with our devoted observer. Well, you give chase to Beriah and loot.
They won't stand a chance, Your Grace.
Approach them with that attitude, and you'll face the judge in no time. It's not time yet. Follow them, learn what they're capable of. Then report back to me.
As Your Grace commands.
So, Leighton, I assume your letter was addressed to me. Speak then. What did you wish to tell the Grand Master of the Ashen Blade? You know that you were meant to die here, with all the others. Did you expect that I would fall for any of your pretentious tales?
Let us speak the truth for once, then. They stopped you, Dougal. Admit it. The outcasts did what no one believed possible, including me.
Those peasants did exceed my expectations, yes. But all they have accomplished is just a small setback. A detour from a path that cannot be abandoned.
But why? What did you hope to accomplish here?
You would not understand, or anyone else in your sanctimonious triarchy. But you do not need to. It suffices that you recite your beloved canticle. The 3 cities still stand to this day, for the glory of the Keepers.
Are those tears Doran and Rhyme. Dougal, you madman! What have you done?
The Soulstice of Souls is upon us.
All right. Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay. So, final thoughts on the game. I thought the game as a whole, not in bits and pieces, was fairly good. Fairly good. My gripes, I felt that at times the combat was unrewarding. Maybe that's just because I'm not that good at these games, but as someone who doesn't play them that often, I felt that it was pretty fucking brutal. Along with reusing like mini boss enemies, especially multiple at a time, like 2 champions at a time, that's kind of obsessive, especially when you throw in, not obsessive, that's kind of just takes the fun out, because you throw 2 of those in a small tight room with landmines, and that's not a good time, because then you have to focus, you have to resource manage. It's just a nightmare for anyone that's not new to these games. I was able to handle it fairly okay. It still is kind of a turnoff. That's really my only gripe. The story was fairly simple and straightforward. Good enough to keep me engaged. The bosses, the first one was kind of like, what the fuck, you know, because then they reused it as another enemy. Same with a couple of the other bosses that they reused, like the Abomination and I believe it's the one that has 3 different heads. They turned that into a later enemy. I could have done without that. I would have rather just a completely new enemy. Maybe this game was on a small budget or whatever. But the bosses that weren't repeats, they were good. Nemesis, I liked that fight. I liked the Colossus. I liked all 3 of Donovan's fights. I also liked Hannah's fight, which I believe she's called the Harbinger. I believe that's what the final boss of that is. It's called the Harbinger. I liked those. The mechanics, weaving the red and the blue together, and then how your special ability is purple. I like that. I like the concept of it. At times, that kind of goes back into the combat being kind of annoying and at times obnoxious, having to manage between one color, if not all 3. That's kind of annoying, but it's a very cool mechanic, and once I got the hang of it, it was super fun. And I liked how purple was kind of like you can attack anything you want with it, no matter what color it is. And I love how towards the end of the game they just kind of said, here, have it. Here's a special bar that allows you to channel your unity into a special resource, that way you can transcend, so to speak. I kind of understand why that wasn't given towards like the middle part of the game. However, if it was given towards the middle part of the game, I feel that would have made it feel more impactful when you did get it, instead of just a, hey, here's a throwaway god mode, you know? Either way, I loved it. I loved her transcended form. I thought it was going to be something related to speed, just because of how she acts and the way she acted when she was in her berserk form. All around, solid game. I played the game on night. I talked about this at some point during the Let's Play. You have human, initiate, and then you have knight. I played on the hardest of the three without realizing it, because now I could go through Chimera and then unlock Transcended. I'm not going to do that. I mentioned at one point that I was going to go through the game on harder difficulties in my own time. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I might, but at this moment, I don't think I'm gonna. If I ever do get Transcended unlocked, I may revisit the game. And I may do the entire Let's Play again through Transcended mode. Just to see how much it'll punish me. That's just something I'm thinking about. Now, currently, we have a poll going on. The two contenders for the next game was South of Midnight and Battlefield 3. Currently, Battlefield 3 is winning on the new poll. The second poll, or the first poll that I did, they were both tied. So I made a second poll basically saying, hey, these are the two contenders from the last poll, pick whichever one you want. If you're interested in any of those two games, I recommend that you go and vote on the poll. Also, if you're not subbed already, it would be much appreciated if you did sub, because at 250 subs, I will stream Bloodborne on YouTube, not on Twitch. That way, anyone that wants to interact with me can. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, and you want to have a community get-together, even though our community is quite small, then I suggest subscribing so you don't miss that. This Let's Play will finish up Monday. Our next game that I think I plan to tackle is Expedition 33. It is a type of game that I've never really touched before. The combat looks like something straight out of Final Fantasy, and I've been wanting to get into Final Fantasy, so I think that game might be a good gatekeep for that. I don't know. Never played Final Fantasy. I've only seen glimpses here and there, but the game is called Expedition 33, Claire Obscura, or something like that. It looks really good, looks really interesting. That's our next big game that I think we're going to tackle. In the meantime, like I said, we either have South of Midnight or Battlefield 3 coming up. It just depends on whatever the poll decides, and that will end Saturday. I will have my decision Saturday. I'll make a post about that. As always, I appreciate you all coming in, stopping by, hanging out, whatever it is you do. And I'm happy that I played this game. It's been sitting in my backlogs for a little bit. No pun intended. But yeah, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, and take care of yourself. Bye!